Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you gameplay and commentary for the Talos Principle on the PlayStation 4. A first-person puzzle thinker game. Talos Principle was originally on the PC, where it had, there was the main game and then there was a DLC called Road to Gehenna. Well, they bundled all that together into one package for the PlayStation 4. Now, the other video we have here on CoinOp focus more on the puzzle aspects, and in this video I kind of just wanted to show just a bit of the adventure overarching storyline. So you'll notice that in the top left hand corner I have collected enough pieces to open the B door. Now I had once, this is the A center, and once I had actually come up here just to look around. I checked out that computer, I walked outside, and I was like, whoa, okay, well this is kind of an interesting... So the very first time you walk out, the voice of God, or Elohim, comes out and he's like, okay, you can go and, check out whatever you want, but don't go up that tower. So I'm like, okay, so I just kind of looked around, checked out some computers and said, okay, whatever. So now I've collected, there were 5 pieces that we're looking for to open up, 5 green pieces to open up to get B, the B section. So the A section has, I'd say, 8 different doors. I use that loosely because it's kind of a conglomeration of light lasers and zeros and one bits and, bits and bubbles. I guess there were bits and bytes. They're bits, obviously, ones and zeros, but... So now that I've collected enough pieces, you kind of have to go through this little puzzle matchy thing where you try to make all the pieces fit into the small grid that is there. Now, this one actually took me a couple of tries where I kind of was like, I'm not really sure what to do, but then the puzzle kind of presents itself to me. As, puzzles tend to do, I mean, there's obviously only so many combinations I can put in there. But I just wanted to kind of show you, there is some other aspects. So you go and you do these brain teasers and collect these puzzle pieces, and these Tetris pieces. And you're like, I'm not really sure what these pieces do. So that's kind of what they do. Basically, they will either open a door... such as A or B to get in that section. So A has, like 8 these little mini doors that take you to other worlds, all right? And in each world is 3 to 4 of those puzzles that you have to solve to get the puzzle piece, the Tetris piece, to take with you. So you collect the pieces and you move on, right? So I have not gone and collected every single puzzle piece
a new land stands before you
here in A, but I decided to walk over to B and start to explore a little more, right?
As you walk amongst
so this is considered what he calls the land of death. Now, I have already opened up the prism and the box, which are 2 different tools to help you. And I'm working on the fan, and then after that is the, be able to replicate yourself for a certain amount of time. Now, it's kind of interesting. So the very first section, the A section, where you start off, is very, it's desolate, just like just like this one is, but
I have promised you
in a completely different way, right?
But know that eternity
So the first area, the A area, I would say is more of a
than themselves.
Greek, Roman, yeah, well,
So it was written,
like there is definitely a, ancient feeling to it. And the B worlds seem to mimic that more of an Egyptian, an ancient Egyptian sort of society and structure and architecture. Which I find very interesting, because while both, there's the Greco-Roman, philosophical, there were, at the same time, philosophies in ancient Egypt. And there is definitely more of a focus, whereas in the first area, some of the things, when you go to one of the little PCs, and it would pick up some more information. That information would be... okay, so just as an FYI, there's those balls, as opposed to the other floating ones that had the red lasers, would actually follow you and kill you. And these are simply there to break up the beams of light as you're trying to reflect them around. As you're trying to reflect them around corners and over great distances. So it does throw a bit of another monkey in the wrench to help you get to, for lack of a better term, to get you to the solution that they're looking for. So after kind of looking at this, it seems fairly obvious that what it is I need to basically have the red laser go through this door rather than around the dude, or rather than around the laser guy, the laser blocking guy. Now, I mean, I guess I hadn't thought about the possibility of trying to use one of the prisms to block the guy. I guess I hadn't really thought of that, but I don't know. I guess I'd have to see if it works or not. Now you'll see how it blocks the beam, and I can only have a very short amount of time to get in there. I'm going to utilize that time. Now, anyway, so that's kind of what happens with those particular obstacle guys. Obstacle guys? I don't know. With that type of obstacle. Now, I'm going to continue. I'm going to look around, see what else I can do here. You know, test out whether or not I can just fire the beam and if that will work. Considering you notice that each of the, you know, like the door entryways take a different amount of time to, like this one, the meter fills up much faster than the one for the actually has the puzzle piece. Anyway, kind of going back to that overarching storyline, you know, this area definitely has a more focus on the philosophical ideas of ancient Egypt, in that, you know, like how they perceive death, how they perceive life, how they see consciousness. You know, I talked in another video about how it's really philosophical, you know, philosophies of identity, you know, who we are as people. And this is still, you know, it's still focused on that, except in this particular case, this is more on the philosophies of ancient Egypt, rather than that of ancient Greece or Rome. Anyway, just wanted to sort of give you an idea of what the overworld looks like. I really find it extremely interesting. Now you notice I block open the door, and now I don't need to go around the guy. I can just simply use the laser to solve the puzzle. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks a lot for listening and watching. Please be sure to like the video if you do, and leave comments, because I love hearing from you guys and have you being a part of the community. Alright, that's it for me. Thanks everybody. See you next time.